Hi, ang budding researchers, and welcome to Research Bite Size. And so we have come to your most favorite part of research writing, the literature review. Or should I say the most dreaded part of doing research? Well, you have the choice if you want to view it that way, but let me shed light on the essence and value of RRL in the whole conduct of research. Let me begin by highlighting what RRL is not. And these are the preconceived notions that we have about RRL. Number one, it's not just a summary of other references. Number two, it's not a collection of paraphrased inputs of researchers. Number three, it's not the highlight of all research work. Maybe most of you would think that the longer the RRL, the better. So, what is RRL then? So, number one, it offers an overview of the issue or theory under consideration. What do we study, or what do you consider as the general field of specialization where your study can be connected to? Number two, it identifies the gaps in existing research work. And I think most of the students, based on my experience, fail to consider this essential function of RRL. Make sure that you emphasize this part in your RRL writing. Number three, it places your study on the overall subject discourse. And I like that we highlight this function, this purpose of RRL as we write now our paper in our study. How will your paper or your topic add now to the general discourse and new knowledge based on what we have in the community? So what's the best way to write an effective RRL? Remember that you cannot give what you don't have. And if we try to apply this value in the process of RRL writing, you cannot write what you do not know. So here's my point. You need to invest time in reading articles pertinent to your study. Read, read, and read. That's the most basic skill that you need to develop in RRL writing. Not to be confused with a book review, a literature review surveys scholarly articles, books, and other sources relevant to a particular issue, area of research, or theory, providing a description, summary, and critical evaluation of each work. The purpose is to offer an overview of significant literature published on a topic. A literature review may constitute an essential chapter of a thesis or dissertation, or maybe a self-contained review of writings on a subject. In either case, its purpose is to place each work in the context of its contribution to the understanding of the subject under review, describe the relationship of each work to the others under consideration, identify new ways to interpret previous research, resolve conflicts among seemingly contradictory previous studies, identify areas of prior scholarship to prevent duplication of effort, point the way forward for further research, and lastly, place one's original work in the context of existing literature. And this is my challenge to your group this year. The literature review itself, however, does not present new primary scholarship. Similar to primary research, development of the literature review requires 4 stages. The first one, problem formulation. Which topic or field is being examined and what are its component issues? The second one, literature search. Finding materials relevant to the subject being explored. The third one, data evaluation. Determining which literature makes a significant contribution to the understanding of the topic. And the last one, analysis and interpretation. Discussing the findings and conclusions of pertinent literature. Literature reviews should comprise the following elements: an overview of the subject, issue, or theory under consideration, along objectives of the literature review. Division of works under review into categories. For example, those in support of a particular position, those against, and those offering alternative theses entirely. Explanation of how each work is similar to and how it varies from the others. Conclusions as to which pieces are best considered in their argument, are most convincing of their opinions, and make the greatest contribution to the understanding and development of their area of research. Now let's focus on your prior experience. You may have already written a research paper in junior high school, particularly in English. Well, that may really be a literature review. Many library research assignments are actually simplified literature reviews. So, you've probably done one before and you shouldn't be intimidated. So, what are the real challenges in RRL writing? It focuses on a specific topic of interest to you and includes a critical analysis of the relationship among different works, identifying the research gaps, and relating previous research to your work. On one side, the best way to become effective in writing the RRL: read, read, and read.